Yeah. Things never seem to go my way when I need them to, do they? Yeah. Oh no. Did I forget to upgrade? I think I forgot to update this one. Did I? Hang on. I might have forgotten to update this overlay. Give me a second. Chat is not visible. Everything is going completely wrong. This is probably linked to the Twitch chat. Don't worry about it. You're good, Prickly. I need to fix some things myself. Alright. Wait one, folks. You'll be on the screen shortly. RTB blanket design when? We have a pattern in mind, but I would like to continue to design more merch. Don't worry. But hello. Chat is not on the screen, but they are in my hearts, as always. And I've got myself with me 2 warm beverages. Not realistic in real life. I've only got 1. Yes, sir. I am caffeinated at 9 p.m. What's your joke, soldier? Okay, well, I fix everybody. Make sure they actually show up. I don't know. What do I call my coffee? Not back yet, Tony. Don't worry. Fossil fuel. Good one. Nah, not bad, actually. Okay, where is... There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Why is it... It's probably just not linked, is what it is. I'm going to try and check that page I normally use and then just link it. Forgive the scuff, everybody. So, let me fill you in on what happened while I'm... Hello. Let me fill you in on what happened exactly. Yeah, it works on Twitch. Oh dear. That's unfortunate. It's linked to the other scheduled stream. What? Oh, for God's sake. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so because I have several streams scheduled in a week, it doesn't want to work. Amazing. That's unfortunate. Okay. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, that's amazing. Let me try copying this URL, taking that, pasting, and then refresh it. Oof. Okay. I'm about to be very unprofessional for a moment. Don't worry about it. As if I was ever a professional. You'll see. You'll see. Wait for it. Wait for it. There. You're all in horrid display. Ugh, you guys look ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, that's not ideal either. And it's in top chat too. Why? Why? Nah. I can't do that. I can't do that to y'all. I don't want to disgrace y'all like that. Okay. Then we're gonna have to not use this room. Unless... Let me see. Does it affect the other screen too? We're gonna swap over for a second. Oh my God. Wow. So is it purely because in the... It's just Phantom's message on the other stream? Wow. Wow, YouTube. Wow, okay, I don't get to have my chat this time. I'm kidding, I misclicked. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. What do I do here? Okay, I have an idea. Whether or not it would work, it's unlikely, but I can at least try. Do I still have that quick chat box thingy? Does... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Where do I find this code? There it is. I'm going to try and fix this. What if we all just migrate here? Then I wouldn't be able to see you because I'm looking at the other chat. I'm looking at the proper chat. Yeah, I saw the mini buffer, don't worry. Things are just looking fantabuloso for old Ricky T. Okay. The question is, will this have the same error? Hmm? 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 All right, let's run a test. Haha, nope. Didn't work. Ugh, okay. I see that, dank. The stream can't see it, but I can. Anyway. I drinks the stream now, it's just... YouTube being YouTube, sadly. Wow. Okay. All right. So this stream is cursed. Let's get at that out of the way. Going to attempt to bring you guys here the worst way possible. Oh, that's right. I didn't remember what I need to do now. My bad. Hold on. I need to actually redo this proper like. Okay. Give me just 1 second. In the meanwhile, how's y'all's nights been? Mine's terrible, apparently. Reschedule? Nope. Nope. There is no rescheduling this week because it's set in stone due to outside forces. Okay, so that. And then we grab, excuse the background, that. And now... Oh, we have something. We have something. Not enough, but we have something. Ugh. It's not fantastic. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this quite big. And then not so big. It's working for now. And it's much more in time, so you can see your chat in real time finally. So let's say 400. Not small enough. Or... What do you think? Is that too small? Or you think that's just about right? For y'all's screen, this should be fine. About right? Okay. Then I will just make it a tad bit taller. And we will live with it as it is, because I can't do much else about it. Okay, cool. Alright, so now you're on screen. Yeah, now it feels like Twitch again. I'm gonna have to add this to all my overlays now because this actually worked for once. And it actually connected to the right chat. I can customize it down the road, but for now, this is a great quick fix, and I'm gonna have to make one. I'm gonna have to make one for the other overlays too. So, for those who may not know this train wreck of a skeleton, I am broadcasting to you live from the 44th floor of, or 34th floor in this case, of Hotel Calaveras. I am the one, the only, the detective and proprietor of Hotel Calaveras, Ricky T. Bones. And this was supposed to be a nice little look back, see, on the time we spent together. Let me go ahead and turn up that music a little bit more. As you can see, we're on the 34th floor, so it's not freezing cold up here, despite being Gehenna. And, we're here to reminisce. Talk about times past. On all our good times with our good friends and some good laughs. Something like that, yeah. Alright. So, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to a wonderful 2024. I don't get to say that often enough. Maybe I say it too much. I'm not quite sure. But thank you. Thank you very much for spending 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. CST or whatever have you in your time zone with me. 3 to 4 nights a week. Every week. Almost every week. So absolutely wild to me that you trusted my... You are not a dumbass, Tony. Get that shit out of here. You're the one person that's uniquely qualified to handle a skeleton VTuber. And quite welcome, Prickly Pancake. Quite welcome. I do what I can. Get that shit out of here and get appreciated. Alrighty, I'll keep my phone on standby. Oh, I appreciate the sentiment, Prickly. Do so if you've got the extra cash, though. It's gonna be murder on the shipping, I can tell you that much. Interesting pattern, not what I had in mind. Don't worry, Tony. If I got an idea in mind about the pattern, we'll worry about it then. But right now, we're winding down the year of content. We'll start up the war machine again next year, okay? Absolutely insane that you join my dumbass sorry is a waste of... No, fuck you. I don't want to hear it from any of y'all. As I've spoken to a certain osteomancer through DMs, no matter what art you put out, somebody will appreciate it. Be it a friend, a family member, or somebody you admire, every little bit is welcome, okay? It's not a waste of time if you keep getting better. Now, let me ask you this, Dank. What would you say if Ricky was just like, oh, I don't want to do music anymore because it's a waste of my friggin' time? Oi. You're about to get slammed with compliments. I hope you ain't fishing for them. Your art is okay, Dank. You're working on it. You're getting better. All you gotta do is stay the course, find out what you're lacking in, and continue to fight towards a better future for yourself. And if you continue to drown in a pool of self-doubt, you need to open your eyes and open your ears, friendo. You've done many pieces for Glitched Phantom, and she appreciates and has several art pieces on her stream as well. I just don't work with you because, well, I've told you my reasons why. And also, thumbnails are hard and very, very fast work, so I don't trust anybody with this curse. Maybe in the future you'll see some works of Tony's, and Phantom is just a machine. Phantom is a fantastic, well-oiled machine that can create art in a matter of days. Phantom had to learn a lot to get to that point. Hey, that machine in a way of a compliment, my dude. Like, when you streamline your work to the point where you can design, conceptualize, imagine, and realize a thumbnail within like 2 days work, that's a valued skill. That's more valued than detailed gotcha work in some cases. Yeah, and the Wolfie Christmas art. Tony posted it on Blue Sky after I negotiated, aka badgered Tony to do so. And that took a day. It's time, my friend. Time makes everything better. And you don't make time, and you need to make time to improve your time. Enough said. Now, moving on to what we were originally going to talk about. I have a warm beverage in front of me, a Christmas tree over there, and a lot of memories to keep. So, let me go ahead and get started on one thing in particular. Hey, Dark Phoenix. Welcome on in. We were just about to get started. I'm going to go ahead and move over to the green screen room, aka the game screen, so I'm going to have to lose this lovely little jumper, and then we'll come back and have a chill chat about all the good stuff and good feelings. Gotta maintain that improvement, improve that maintainment, exactly. Oh, good evening, Inochi. A hoot swoop raid, what? Oh me. Oh me, oh my. Hello, hello, hello. I need to double check and make sure that's an actual thing. Well, I don't see a raid, but I'm assuming it's probably a manual raid due to eligibility things. Hello, Inochi. Welcome in. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Paste, it's only a reference. Okay, so I'm going to need to... Going to do something really quick. If there is a raid going on, I can't see it, but welcome on in. Welcome on in. For those who may not know me, I am Ricky T. Bones, detective extraordinaire, music producer sometimes, and your live streamer for the evening. Oh, happy birthday, Inochi. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Excuse the scuff. I consist of scuff quite a bit, so I'll deal with it as it comes. Okay. So, ignore that. That is... We are doing some quick work here. I'm going to manage to fix all of this up in due time if I can. Okay, where is... There it is. Properties. Missed it. There we go. Raiders are waiting on the 5-minute cooldown sub-timer. Ah. Okay, thank you, Inochi. Forgive me for all the scuff. I'm working through this as best I can. Okay. There we are. It's been a while, Inochi. It's been a while. Okay. I'll go ahead and set it like that. Oof. Okay. And then... Yeah, I'm doing live stream work here. Apologies. Apologies. Stream's current. Yes, I know YouTube. I know internet. Gehenna internet is going down the drain. Welcome in all. Welcome in all. Apologies about the 5-minute timer. It is a bot spam protection. Okay, so I'm going to make that 300? Nah. 200. There we are. Still not enough. Okay. 150. Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the, what is it? Where is it? It is, there it is. Okay. All right. Forgive the scuff. Forgive the scuff. Y'all know my pain here, but the new people might not. 700. And that's not enough. It's all cool, man. I appreciate it. Why is it like that? Oh, wait, I might know why. Oh, no. Okay. 650. We're just gonna go with that. That's an issue. Yeah, it's not. It's actually not. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's actually not editing the size. It is just... Okay, I know how to fix this. 800, 800. You're gonna have to be very small, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I will fix this next stream. Don't worry. Ugh. This is not ideal, but it's what we'll have to deal with. Happy to see you on this back of this size. The river sticks. Happy to send my audience out to you. Thank you, Anochi. I appreciate it. So, it's been a busy year. It's been a lot of cool stuff for Ricky T. But first and foremost, before we begin tonight's quote-unquote festivities, one, I would like my frames to come back. Good lord. That's the correct connection. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so my... Okay. Double checking everybody. Can you hear me just fine? Because my internet's jumping around like a kid with a skip rope. Loud and loud. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Alright, so the stream might be scuffy. Buffers. Wonderful. 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 Did you know there's a baseball player named Ricky Bones? That's news to me. That is news to me. Wonderful. Wonderful. Why of all the nights? Every time I want to have a normal stream, a relatively normal stream, my dudes. Alright, let me see what I can do about this. Give me a second. I have some ideas. That might... I googled my channel name once when I wanted to figure out whether or not it was unique. That was enough for me. Okay. Alright. This is bad. This is genuinely not okay. This is scuffed as hell, and I can't imagine why. So I'm going to try my best to mitigate that. I cannot guarantee this will be a smooth experience, but tonight's gotta roll on regardless. That's a mood. Alright. So, if you can hear me through all this scuff, wonderful. If you cannot, I highly suggest you check back when the VOD is uploaded. Well, when the VOD is available. But it's been quite the 2024. And when I started this year, I was a full-fledged deadbeat, a VTuber. I had made a name for myself as Ricky T. Bones. I wore my heart on my sleeve, and I played the part of a deadbeat. I was using a free model. I was tethered to Cover Corporation because of it, and I really didn't get the chance to be myself all that often. But I was a full-fledged streamer back then, so I did make a goals list that's technically still relevant. There it is. Can you believe I used to have a hip-hop motif back in the day? It's weird. It's weird to think about. It's weird to think about, like, I went from the streets to classy in the span of a year. I went back to that stream today. Good homework. So, half of these goals are relevant now because I did do a second one, which I'll bring up in a second when I move to Twitch. But these were the 2024 goals I set out for myself this year. First one was the same across both. Participate in a fighting game tournament. I never got even close to one. I think the closest I got to was San Japan, and that was last year. Back then, the morgue was wanted, and you worked in a studio with demons running around. Now you have a hotel and a detective job on the side, yes. Not much, Tony. Don't worry about it. We're going through this list right now. Collab with agency VTubers never happened. I was never big enough or VTuber enough to be considered for that. Plus, I've had a lot of change this year that I needed to deal with. Reach 500 subs before 2025? No. So, agency has to be a corporate entity. As far as I know, PC and Pandemonium are just VTuber groups of friends, right? They don't have like official backing aside from like sponsors like Gamer Subs lookalikes and all that. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. 2024 has been the year where corporations, big and small, fall to their knees and out of existence, so maybe that was a little too lofty looking back on it. Reach 500 subs before 2025 didn't happen because I left YouTube. Maybe if I had stayed the course, maybe if I'd stayed the course, I would be here. I would be where I want to be, but potato potato. I don't regret doing anything this year. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I am today. Be noticed in some way by my idol Calliope Mori. I remember my words exactly. It cannot be through chat. And it hasn't happened. And I don't mind that. Way back when, I used to idolize the hell out of her. I had a lot of hopes, aspirations, and such, but, you know, when you finally meet your heroes, they become human. And if you don't meet your heroes, they can still be human. So right now, I'm more in a place of, I admire the Reaps. And I respect the Reaps. And I still owe her a debt of gratitude for, you know, getting my ass in gear. Even if it was only with a couple of words and some well-placed streams to cheer me up every now and again. So yeah, I still owe her a debt of gratitude, but, you know, she's not an idol. She's somebody to be inspired by. Put out an official cover song has not happened, and probably won't happen even when I'm on break. I had some ideas, but I've had no time this year with all the big changes I try to go through, so. And the same goes for the put out an original song. I will tell you right now, putting out cover songs and putting out original songs are two different beasts. With cover songs, as long as you're a musician who is in tune with the melody, you can churn it out pretty quick. But I just haven't had the time. You know, my Mick Gordon remixes are a statement to that. And to some extent. Wait, shit. Does that mean the Deadbeat is a live streamer counts? Hold on. Hold on. Now I need to double check. Was that released this year? Because that's technically a cover. I think that was 2023, right? When I re-debuted. I need to double check when exactly. 3:30. Holy shit. Thank you, Inochi. If you're still here, thank you. You pushed me well farther than I thought. Alright. Where is it? 11 months ago. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry. No way that counts. That counts! January 12th, 2024. I completed that one. Wow, okay. Alright, I put out a cover song. Damn. Not So Silent Night doesn't count. Put out an original song. Oh, right, I remember now. So putting out a cover song and putting out an original song both meant vocally. But, looking back, there was no way I could have done a vocal cover of anything. Not in the state I was in. Now, because I've worked with Cake a couple times for his own projects and such, I might have the ability to record myself professionally. I'm going to say put out an official cover song will be a yes. Because putting out an instrumental cover counts, I think. Putting out an original song, I have not. I've done original score, yes. But buffering like hell, a son of a bitch. Osteomancer Cake meetup when? I couldn't say. Tony. Cake, number one, is very busy. Two, he usually only has time for like his animator buddies and his studio. Did I mention Cake has a studio? Technically he has a studio group. Sixbird. I don't know if you've heard of it. They've done a couple of animations. But love to see you make a vocal song. I know. It's just a matter of doing production work and a matter of recording it in the right environment. But Cake is very busy and very hard to convince. Very hard for me to convince for a collab. Yeah, like I don't have any money to spend on a studio rental. And Cake is very busy. Maybe someday, man. I have some ties with Val, too. Yeah. Let's see here. Get my own original model created. Yeah, nah, that one never happened. Yeah, nah. No. Not in a million years. Nope, never did. Nah. Yeah, that was a bummer. Oh, well. Yes, it happened. It frickin' happened. I became a skeleton with a lower jaw. Yeah, it totally didn't happen. We totally didn't dust you twice. Yeah. I hate to use the anime cliche, but it is purely because of the power of friendship that I have these brand new bones. Meeting a lot of new people this year helped a lot. Put out an EP? Hell no. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, sorry. Do more variety streams. Okay, this one... A new model and a rebrush, yes. In less than a year. Well, gee, who do I have to thank for that, I wonder? Wonder how many other streamers have been canonically murdered by their own community. Yeah, that's a fine question, actually. I don't think anyone has the destructive capability that you guys do, to be honest. Like, I don't know any other VTuber who has, like, had people actively smash their house to oblivion. Hard to say. I'm sure there is. There's been all sorts of crazy VTubers out there. There's gotta be one. Other than me. So variety streams. Let's talk about that real quick. All right. Show of hands. Did you make these goals before we met? Let's see. 500 subs, noticed. Cover song, technically yes. Original song, no. On original model created, no. Do more variety streams, kinda. Probably only channel has inspired others to join me. And make stream transition. Only one, Tony. And that was a cover song, that's it. I have not achieved many of these. Now, variety streams, I would like to say I've done enough, but in reality, it's like, what? It's hard to say. It's hard to say, really. I don't think I've done enough creatively. Oh, did I make the list? Absolutely. This was created January 5th, I believe, of this year. This was what I made during my after New Year's stream. Yeah. Pumpkin carving, karaoke, that oddball stream with making music for the fan game, reading stories, etc. So yes, Tony. You were a goal. And it wouldn't have been possible without you. Get appreciated, nerd. After New Year's, you have all Oh, brother. Bald in her balls. I'm kidding. Cut it as short as you like, man. But you should trim it soon, because once winter ends, you have no protection against that sauna on your head. So, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Haven't even had a trim since June of last year. Dear God, man. Heavy is the head that wears the crown indeed. Okay, well. All that being said, okay, fair enough. I guess I have an afro, so I don't do much. Fair enough. Just an occasional trim and shape. Lucky you. I got no hair because I'm a skeleton, technically. Maybe. I would say we've done enough variety streams, because we also did the spooky story reading stream, we did the pumpkin carving stream, we've done karaoke's, we've done just chatting, gaming, horror stuff. And I've done collabs, so I think I've done a good variety. I would say my content is gaming, just chatting, storytelling, and voice acting to some extent. Watch-alongs too, yeah, you're right. We only did a couple this year. It was all the debuts plus Friday the 13th, but we did a couple this year. I already said karaoke, and that's coming up too. Now, when I moved to Twitch, which, looking back on it, it was a fine experiment. It did fail, sadly. Not because of my own problems, but because Twitch just continuously shoots itself in the foot every now and again. Hair scares him by looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine how tough that stuff has become. So, when I moved to Twitch, I remade my goals to be simplified. And I was still a deadbeat. To have my own original model was still at the top of the list. Put out a cover, technically did, but I don't think I counted T-dials now that I think about it. Reached Twitch affiliate, did so easily because y'all are friggin' fantastic and felt like, you know what? I feel like this skeleton is worth fighting for. I'm gonna make a Twitch account and hop on over. We had a good time. Crushed that one, yeah. And before 2025 too. Participated in a fighting game tournament, still didn't do it. I think I don't know enough FGC players. I know Frankie, Angel, Phantom to some extent, although it'd have to be Guilty Gear Strive and nothing else, and Senegal, and Rady, I guess. That is about 4 or 5 people. A tournament is 16. Execute a sick guitar solo, yes. Yes, I did. On my return to YouTube, too. No less. Technically did make a stream transition, so I said make more. Still haven't. That's going to require some custom branding, so it's probably going to be a 2025 thing. Yeah, you also play fighting games, but you don't have the great heart. Yeah. Participants are low. Gonna be great, don't worry. Hi, Ninja. How you doing, buddy? I was the first to make Mimi yell in chat. That's true. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Good to hear, man. Ninja Meatloaf, everybody. The name-changing enigma. That's also what's for dinner. Supposedly 2025 is going to be a... We'll see what comes. Take it a day at a time. Survive a day at a time. Depends on how the day's going. So, make more stream transitions? No. Execute a sick guitar solo? Yes, I played the cap-off riff, or I should say solo, for Inferno as a comeback treat. I did learn several new Japanese songs. Starts on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I get it now. I totally get it now. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Interesting. Finals. Yeah, spooky times coming up for those still stuck in the education system. Good luck to all. Good luck to all. Speaking as somebody who didn't stay in the education system, I don't understand your pain, but I have a GED and it took a lot of learning to get, so I understand it a little bit. Now, Japanese songs I did learn that weren't Bakamitai or a Calliope Mori song. Good luck to you both. Let's see. I learned Judgment Shinpan. I learned 24 Hour Cinderella, both of which, actually all three I'll say. And I also learned Love Space by Tatsuro Yamashita. I think that's how his name is said. And all of them. See, funny thing, I'm gonna out myself here. I'm not a weeb. I'm not knowledgeable in Japanese in any of the sort. I don't know anything aside from the catchphrases. So, I did it phonetically. I literally just went through the lyrics, restructured them to sound right in my head, and, yeah, I'm not speaking Japanese. I'm speaking Americanlish. Americanese. We know that since that... We know since that X2 punishment. Yeah. Yeah, so I basically have some idea of what I'm saying because of the translated lyrics. Yeah, same deal with Spanish too. Like, de colores. I don't know enough Spanish to hold a conversation, but I can definitely pronounce it. So yeah. Alright, Ryan. See you when you get back, hopefully. If not, don't worry about it. There'll always be a VOD. Alright. So, of those goals, real quick, I got 1, technically, 2, 3. Okay, that's a repeat. Repeat. 4, 5, and 6. 6 goals out of the year. Damn, okay, that's a lot more than I thought. Yeah, same here, Tony. I have one goal for 2025, survive. Ain't we all got the same one? Yeah. Not bad, not bad. So before we move on to the next section, I'm gonna go refill my mug real quick, so I will be right back as soon as I figure out where the hell be right back is exactly. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna poof out. I'm gonna bamf out for a second, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The void speaks once again. Hello. Alrighty. My cup is refilled. I am fully caffeinated, and now I'm about to be that and then some. No, some rush from being me and my grandma's from there for not much. One goal for 2025. Screw with you and Tony. A little bit of banter is always welcome. Keeps the mood light, you know? Let's just hope this is the last year I have to deal with good old Haktua. Unfortunately, looking at the media cycle, it might be leaning towards Skibbity, and I am not ready to face that grim reality. So, let's be old together, shall we? Let's be old, aged, and outdated. Yay. It's better than trying to be trendy. You need to do a stream where we only speak Spanish and challenge ourselves. Tony, if you and I don't speak Spanish, we're not gonna correct each other on the correct pronunciation. I'm not old, I'm MTK! The bag of the hour. The man, the myth, the legend himself behind recycled paper. The one, the only. Frankie Bagman! Hello, Frankie. Yeah, exactly. Look, yeah, it's a matter of having somebody there who speaks it fluently. That's where the challenge comes in. If my broken Spanish and your broken Spanish met, we would be like, oh, he speaks perfect Spanish. But if then we meet some Castilian or like a grandma from second generation Mexican, and we're just like, what the hell is she saying? So yeah, we would need an arbitrator. We would need somebody who's fluent. So we're gonna do something very boring and somewhat insightful, actually. I'm not sure you want that. We'd both be staring up at him and be very concerned with the look in his eye. I speak fluent nonsense. Does that count? No, you'd only be able to talk with Phantom then. Oh god, is that gonna be the pig Latin I have to deal with between you two? Whatever. Alright. So I thought about huge buffer, that's fun. Yeah, I see it. Okay, wonderful. Gremlin to gremlin communication, yes. Second, I open my big yapper, and YouTube is just like, shut that shit down. Crayon home bay. Still don't know Pig Latin, sadly. Alright. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'm going to try and communicate to you through the internet exactly what I want to be doing. Skipping a lot. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Grand. I'm going to try and do this best I can, but if you miss some details, feel free to watch back the VOD. I tried to figure out exactly what I could do as a look back sort of thing that didn't have me download all my VODs and compile them into a best of. So Frankie's my goat, and I can handle him and tolerate her every day. You can for like a couple of hours. What do you think the more collabs are all about? Anyway, forgive my shaky internet, everybody. It's just Tejas being Tejas, and not much I can do about it because that do be how we work. Anyway. It's trying to communicate. Clearly, the more collabs are you babysitting? Something like that. Hey, give credit where credit is due. Those two are smarter than anybody thinks. I wouldn't have anybody watch my back with high caliber explosives than the Morgue. And Tony. You get the honorary and Knuckles designation, Tony. Congratulations. You get to be the cool crossover character. Alright. Looks things have leveled out. I'm gonna move forward with our timeline look back. This is gonna take a while because there's 49 of these slides. But we'll shift through them and recount some awesome memories, I'm sure. This is gonna take a while. But get 20 more. Nice. Moving right along. Fancy free. Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt some of y'all. And by some of y'all, I mean Dank. Y'all, the only way I could think of looking back on our year was probably the best record I have under my belt. And that is having a consistent weekly schedule. And all you have to do is look through my timeline, which sadly no longer exists on Twitter, and you'd be able to see where I was at in my life, streaming-wise. So, I figure for anybody who's new here, for anybody who's old and looking back on this with me, you can see where I started from and where I've been going. Okay, and if you've got some wonderful memories of this, you can unpack it with me. So, as a reminder, I'm currently a deadbeat when we started this year. Yes, the Stardew Home Invasion stream. Oh my god, this is the first Morgue collab! Oh my god! Jesus! Alright, so first things first, of course, we start the content year with the New Year's chat. Make the 2024 goals that we just went through. The first one, the red brick one. Plague of Shadows was a carryover from Halloween. And then Stardew Valley collab with the Morgue. It had to be this. No, that's right. We did Left 4 Dead 2 collab over my break, and this was our second collab. Yeah, no, you're correct, Phantom. I forgot we did Left 4 Dead 2 while I was on streaming break. This is the official like tri-stream collab that we had. The first full Morgue collab. But I didn't stream my POV of Left 4 Dead 2. So I did use this streaming schedule template by Kawa Entertainment. Highly recommend it if it's still around. Don't even remember when I started watching. You started watching around Buckshot Roulette on Twitch. Like, maybe... I forget. It was either the first one or the second one where I did a 1 million challenge. And failed. But I do remember seeing your name there for the first time. Feels like we've been collabing forever. Yeah, there was an extended amount because then that was the Hell Froze Over month. And weeping unconsolably over my local sports team, the Cowboys got knocked out in the wild card round of the NFL. That was a bad year for me. And I was sick of being cold, so I decided to do a pixel art stream where... Pretty sure that was when I decided to design the graveyard, the SNES Crypt. We met on Discord and we didn't trust GP or Michael. Yeah, in Mario Party though. Keep in mind, you don't trust anybody in Mario Party, not even yourself. Mutant Football League, the playoffs is the Tokyo Terminators. That was a rad stream. Oh god, that's right. So this was... I was experimenting with Twitch. Excuse me. Let's go Tokyo! NBA Jam. So I had been doing SNES Saturdays on Twitch because I was initially worried about like the use of emulators and whether or not YouTube would get on my back for that. And I just don't care at this point, but YouTube, you didn't hear nothing. Yeah, this was a harsh winter. At one point I remember GP going, Tony, do you trust me? I went, no, but I'm losing anyway, so let's raise some hell. Yeah. It's the effect of the coffee, sorry. I drink black coffee, and it's loaded with caffeine, so my voice is always in a constant state of weak. But yet somehow I've managed to create a career where I sing. Funny how life works like that. So yeah, NBA Jam Tournament Edition on the Switch, that went poorly, as expected. The best of karaoke, that's right. Getting the smoker's voice because of the sheer amount of speaking I'm doing at work. Also another factor, yes. They call that the voice actor's rumble. You've never heard my singing. That's fair. I think I only did 2 karaoke streams, and I don't think you were around for them. But I did do a country karaoke on Twitch. I think I did... Yeah, you'll hear it this Saturday. I'm going to be doing a end of 2024 karaoke stream. Not you. It's Jolly Pops' hard work. I respect that model because it's what got me started. I, however, don't feel the same way about Ricky PNG 1.0. But I will say, respect, but out with the old. All right. Jeez, don't have to disrespect Jolly Pops that much. Yeah, we're still a deadbeat, Tony. That, in one way, shape, or another, that's still an image of me, but just not accurate. And not exclusively mine. I've seen other streamers with that same face, and it kind of weirds me out. I think I heard once that Skelisund actually used to use this model too. You have all my respect, Tony, and you have all of my art assets. But we still gotta pay it up to the original. I still appreciate this thing, even if it is old and crusty. Anyway. Listening to oh yeah. This was Mega Man X2 finale, question mark? I don't remember if this actually happened. Best of 2023 karaoke is how I started the year. This is a bit I'm just making banter. Yeah. Walk it back, Tony, because this same Jolly Pops also is an industry artist and has worked on backgrounds for Calliope Mori herself. So, we definitely should pay our respects. So a deadbeat for deadbeats. Mega Man X2 finale. I have no idea if I actually completed it. I feel like I did. Oh, Tony. You're not even a deadbeat. Come on. You still have my respect, and you're still a badass artist who did all of this for me for free. Jolly Pop just unleashed it into the community for everybody to use. This right here, these bones, these are mine and nobody else's. So you have that going for you. There is only one Ricky T Bones now. Too casual to be a... Maury Calliope Hololive channel. Subscribe. That is all you need to do. That is all it takes to be a deadbeat. It's a fan name, Tony. Maury streams when I work too, okay? And then I watch the VODs. Or I put her on in the background. But sometimes, you know, sometimes Dad used to do 9 p.m. streams. Does that sound like, he says with his jaw open, Regardless. You a badass in your own right. This is your OC. Our OC. Our creation. And you're a damn awesome individual for doing it. Jolly Pops is also a legendary individual for donating this model to the world of VTubing. And I wouldn't be in the VTubing sphere without it. So, you know, treat it like an old Cadillac. It got you places. Doesn't run anymore, but it got you places. What was it? TMNT X Justice League Turbo on Twitch. That was a strange one. So, let me remind y'all that. You mean that's not your real face? Damn, G, I've been made. Nah. Skeletons in my bullshit lore. When we dust, we can reform. And reforming may alter the skeletal structure in some way, shape, or form. I have died twice now. So I got plenty of extra lives on me. I'm good. So Team NTX Justice League Turbo, I actually got reached out to by one of the artists on that mod. And they reached out to me, gave me some promotional material, and I actually got to show off some cool new stuff that was coming to the mod. I think the mod has wrapped up its content cycle now, or it's wrapping up, like sunsetting itself. But it's still an awesome mod if you want to check out a DCX TMNT game in the style of TMNT Tournament Fighters. It's got better mechanics than Tournament Fighters, let me tell you what. And it's a lot of fun. I should definitely play it again sometime. Oh my god, there it is! Terry is in it. The Biggie Bag collab! This is one of 2 schedules, actually. So, I had to reschedule for some weird reason. I don't remember why. But Spyro Reignited, that didn't happen because a certain somebody burst in and said, "Hey, can you voice Sarge from RVB for me?" And I was like, well, shit, you're on a timetable, so I can't exactly turn you down. Yeah, I didn't have the time or money Phantom got to try it, though. You can ask Phantom how the Krabby Patty was. But yeah, I had never had Wendy's in my life. I, weirdly enough, only had Wendy's bacon because I was a very picky eater when I was like a tiny baby boy. Yeah, and that's when Cake sang me a mini song, yeah. And that VOD is sadly privated because it's just not representative of what I do. It was Wendy's. It was so good. Yeah, fair enough. Wendy's does have good meat, I'll admit. So, this was the first schedule of that week. Plague of Shadows, DKC2. DKC2 never happened, that's right. I swapped it out for Star Fox because I didn't want to go back to back with ridiculously difficult platformers. So I swapped out Metal Hellsinger Archfiend difficulty. That turned out to be an interesting stream. Not because of my skill, but because the game decided to glitch out at some point. Plague of Shadows was continued. Ricky tries a Wendy's Biggie Bag. That was a wonderful time. A wonderful chill time with y'all. Maybe we'll do another food thingy again someday. Metal? Like... Metal Gear. I hope I did hate her some justice. Alright. And then Saturdays with Star Fox, yes. Where we all discovered that Andros was in fact the worst boss in gaming. Not because he was bad, but because he was disappointing. And then we tried Spyro again. That didn't happen again because of reasons I won't get into. This was a weird time. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down. 2024 was fucking cursed for VTuber fans. I won't get into the details as to why, but Frankie understands what was happening during this time and why I didn't end up playing Spyro the Purple Dragon. Anyway, we had more important things to do, like the Valentine's Day special with Frankie Bagman. Hey, Sky, we're just traversing through the old schedules. Looking back on a full year of Ricky T. Bones. I changed substantially throughout the year, so if you see something weird, it's because I used to use a old deadbeat model. So, Super Bowl, what was it? Last year it was possibly the most boring combination, the 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Started jumping to help with fonts. Nope. I actually designed this on my own. Oh no, wait, yeah, you did help with the Sony fonts. Yeah, because we did make the thumbnail for the Spyro thing together. We did a work stream where I made thumbnails in front of chat. So you popped into chat watching me do my creative shtick, and it was an okay time. Yeah, we're on February now. Back then I was also doing my Pizza Tower P-Rank runs. And then Star Fox again, I must have missed it last Saturday. Haha, Fight Stick week. This was a shit show. Yeah. Let's just say I didn't know how to work the stick. And I failed miserably. Dragon Ball FighterZ Z, that was a terrible idea to do a fight stick with. Yeah, I get one crude joke this year, okay? But literally, I do not know how to properly hold the arcade stick because it's not actually like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not flight stick like. You have to literally like, you have like positions that you hold your hand in for like two fingers. 2, 3 fingers, your thumb. It's so precise, though. And it makes fighting games that much easier. There's some excellent tutorials in case you want to pick up a fight stick for yourself. I highly encourage you get educated, because this shit takes finesse. So, this week was a trash fire. Dragon Ball FighterZ, the one and only time, and I got scuffed up into... What is it? I got scuffed into Twitch from YouTube on that one. Yeah, mind your back, y'all. This skeleton's always sitting up straight. Has yet to be caught shrimping. Everybody else, on the other hand, especially Tony, is pretty much guilty. Not drawing right now. Okay. Good. Guilty Gear Strive, learning Cold Lewis Dickinson. Oh, God. Yeah, that was a bad stream, too, because, again, I didn't know how to use the fight stick properly. So my half-circle inputs were just sliding everywhere. My guy, I know when to take breaks. Do you now? Do you now, my workaholic friend? Good old Gold Dick Lewis. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't. See? That's what a detective likes to see in his friends. Honesty. And then we capped off with a terrible run through Street Fighter 2 SNES. That was a struggle. Specifically against M. Bison, for some reason. My Ken work was just not enough. And then Third Strike ended short, if I recall correctly, because I was getting tired. So Fight Stick Week was a big old blowout, but these days, I have learned the ways of the fight stick. I have somewhat mastered it, and I kind of prefer it, not gonna lie. Oof. Let's see. What is this? This is a substantial break. What was I doing? Was this Day with Death Part 2? Oh yeah, the old background. Courtesy of Dank Memer, of course. I can imagine how this came to be, but whatever the case, it was a good background. It was a dank background, and I appreciated it. Lasted a little over a week or so, yeah. It didn't last long, but you know what? It was a nice personal touch. Stuck with the last person or character you drew. Would you happen to have been drawing Vega? I would like to, for the court record, I would like to state that I said that before Tony said Vega. Made in the span of half a stream during the stream at that, yeah. It's nice while it lasted, yeah. It was a nice personal touch. For the Deadbeat model. Day with Death continued. I don't remember why I had to take a break, but it was probably due to a personal reason or like something out of IRL. Yeah, you don't want to be trapped with an osteomancer. Especially not one that says that's got as interesting a personality as your OC, which I will not name just yet. Coffee Talk, that was a nice memory. But sadly it couldn't continue because for some reason those remixes that they made were copyright striking the VOD. Twitch Week! We tried out Twitch fully. Bomber Crew was the first full Twitch stream. Hi-Fi Rush, a one and done because it didn't want to run. DKC2 didn't happen, if I recall correctly, because I was tired. This is a fun substitution. And by the way, Donkey Kong Country 2 is on my hit list for 2025. Just letting you know. The second I have more SNES long play slots... yeah, I remember that deadbeat model. I don't know if you all see, but I remember the model itself now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a free-to-use model out there by Jolly Pops. I don't know if it's still publicly available, actually, because Jolly Pops did make their profile private. So it might not be available anymore. Moments before disaster, yeah. Yeah. Just wanted to celebrate Mario Day for no particular reason. And this is where I announced that I would be leaving YouTube. Yeah, this is a bittersweet moment. Luigi doesn't need a day dedicated to him. He got a whole year in his name. We need another! There is no justice. Yeah, this was when I decided to go to Twitch. Oi! What did I say about throwing around the G word lightly? I didn't graduate. Graduation is a heartbreaking moment where your favorite VTuber from your favorite agency or even just indie decides, you know what? I'm done. I'm done dealing with all of this popularity bullcrap and sinking back into the shadows, never to be seen from again. Never. I'm gonna do my best to not have to graduate, yes. Life may be as it may, and maybe someday I'll have to step away to deal with life, but to the best of my efforts, I will never graduate. I moved platforms, Dank. Put some soap in that mouth. Anyway. Yes, and graduations have been happening almost once a month, so spare this old bones the heart pains. Yeah, moved house, basically, yeah. So, yes. The serious stream, the one serious stream. A Date with Death Part 3, God. The whole Date with Death arc with Frankie was... I had to celebrate Mario Day because Bone Mario. I don't even know if you were calling me that back then. Maybe you were. Hard to remember. I don't remember when all the nickname library opened for me, but I know it was recent. But the entire Date with Death arc was something else. Let's see. Donkey Kong Country 2. Feel like that still didn't happen because I don't remember a single episode of that. It's weird. Oh, that's right. Because I swapped this one out. This was... I remember now. So I announced my departure from YouTube. Yeah. We kept somehow shoehorning in Mint Mobile ads because Ryan Reynolds somehow became relevant every stream. I need to go back and watch those to figure out what the hell was going through our heads. One of the top 3 streams that made me laugh so hard I threw out my back. Yeah, no kidding. Those were fever dreams, and they were wonderful fever dreams at that. So I announced my departure. The next... I will be announcing my departure that week. Then, on Monday, the noise update drops. The noise update announcement drops. And I'm like, well, shit, I guess I have to do this before I leave YouTube. Fever dreams, you say. Now I'm remembering Garfield Kart. I still can't believe we played both versions. Like, the really bad mobile port and the awesome... perfect, beyond all recognition, official PC version that has had several challenges which I wish I hadn't missed out on. And had a good time with it, yes. Yes, indeed. Supposedly Skelisund is, the king of Garfield Kart, so I may have to challenge Sun someday. if both of us somehow have the time. But the noise update was awesome. And then I tried Balatro for the first time. Surprisingly. I can't believe the first... It must have been a recent release. Remember when you played that Mario Kart-like game? What? Nick Cage becoming Nick. I have... Oh, that was Nightmare Kart. Yeah. Yeah, that was a different kart game. Yeah. That one was also a treat, but we'll get to that when we get to that. First game of Balatro. Funny. Aha, there it is. There's the transitionary period. March 27th to April 1st. I spent only 3 months of this year on YouTube. Technically, you can say 4 or 5. Now. The fact that you could wear a bird cage and run at the speed of sound. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right, yeah. I was also obsessed with Peaky Blinders at this time, that's right. Peaky Blinders and an oven pizza. That's how I spend my evenings on busy days. After a busy day. Garfield Kart reminds me of the acclaimed Shrek Swamp Kart Speed. What? Alright, Ninja, you've given me something else to look up. That's grand. And now that you've put that out into the existence, I'm sure a certain somebody, a pink woman out there, is about to put that on the perms list. Pretty sure this was where we met unofficially on Discord. I could see that. Like, I'm on a streaming break. I decided to chill with Phantom during a Mario Party thing. I know it wasn't a stream. It was a shadow match, if you will, offline. It was just us bullshitting in Discord. Yeah, no, you're relatively new to this. A lot of people here, Prickly Pancake, have been here before the year started. I think the only other people who are less informed than you would be Ninja, Sky, and maybe Dark Phoenix, although I don't know if they're still watching. But yeah, this is all old business. You're learning here. Literally feels like we've known each other for much longer. That's just what happens when you meet someone who has a lot of commonality. Yeah, you just need to make a lore recap. I think this is it. To be honest. Gonna start taking notes. Day with Death continued. The noise update was seriously a treat. I'm not gonna lie. The noise update was fan-freaking-tastic. And it was crazy to watch both me and Phantom's different ways of digesting it. I still don't know if I prefer Pepino over the noise, though. It's traditional, sure, but meh. I think I'll enjoy the noise a bit more. He just broke everything, and that's what was great about him. Returning to Lost Wages and playing one more game of Mutant Football League on YouTube. And I fell flat on my face at the finish line. Since Death and Taxes, holy shit, yeah, that is a long time ago. That was Halloween of 2023, damn. What's your request, Prickly Pancake? I'll oblige you. I might be able... Could you look into making a Discord server? See, I don't know. I've thought about it off and on, but I've decided against it most of the time because when you open a Discord server, you are also in charge of all the people. When artists don't like to post fan art or something. Oh, I see. Right now, the only way I do fan art submissions is I just have a hashtag that I use on Blue Sky. Ricky T Brush. If you don't have social media, then there's not much way I can see it. But if you'd like to be a part of a server that I am in, feel free to join the Phantomverse. That's Glitch Phantom server. Which you're the model artist, you have a pass. I do not have a bowling fans. I do not. Nor will I ever. You do have Blue Sky. Anyway, yeah. So that's the only way I do art submissions, but honestly, with how big we've become and how interesting it's gotten, you know, how tight we've become, I don't know. Maybe the Discord, you stay away from social media. I feel you there. Yeah. I'll think about it. I'll take that as one more point into the consideration column, Prickly Pancake. I know I just know that when you harbor a community in a Discord, you're also responsible for taking care of them, protecting against bots. There's a lot of extra stuff I would have to worry about, and I'm not sure I can do it on my own. So I'll put that up on the consideration board. But thanks for the feedback. I'll think about it. Let's see. So, fight on Fridays. That didn't happen. Yet again, because of Scuff. And wabam, we're on Twitch. This is where I did a Just Chatting stream to introduce all the goals. Payday 2 co-op featuring the Morgue with Tony. That was it. That was a treat. That VOD still has an amazing amount of views, by the way, over on the archive channel. Probably because of Phantom's art, I'm not gonna lie. Nice, Stank. Congrats. I hope you do well. Kinda wanna play again, not gonna lie. Me too, man. Payday 2 is a great time with people who don't know the game. Like, if you're not an old, cynical codger like me who has wasted money, time, and patience into Payday 2, you enjoy it. Like me, or Ben, for that matter. But it's just hard to coordinate having 4 people. Where exactly could I show you fan art? At the moment, I don't have any way because I don't have any way other than social media, unfortunately. Sorry about that, Prickly Pancake. And to be fair, one, I'll give you a 5-second sell on Blue Sky. It's not Twitter. That's a simple answer. It's not Twitter. That is my only selling point, is that it's not Twitter, it doesn't run like garbage, and I'm on there. That is my only offer to you at the moment. But I appreciate you thinking about drawing stuff for me. Thank you. I will look into all my options come 2025. I getcha. Okay. A Discord server will be on heavy consideration, but for 2025. Right now, I'm just trying to finish 2024. Ugh. Yeah, there is a way you can... So, there is a way, if you do have a community tab... Remember, you have to have a community tab unlocked. So, to be able to post art on YouTube. So, if you have a community tab unlocked, technically what one other person has done, Mr. 1980s, is... no, not everyone has it now. It's still... Thanks, Ninja. It's still sub-locked, I think. But if you do have the community tab unlocked, one workaround is you can tag me in a community post I will see it, and you can place the picture of the art there. I don't recommend you do this because my notifications are already full as it is. Yeah, Ryan was a little bit late. I should have known. I should have known. If it was a Haktua joke, it was dank. I am glancing at chat every now and again, trying to focus on this and making this go as smoothly as possible. We're at 13 of 49. I think that may have been me, Prickly Pancake. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I will... All I can say is, if you want me to see art, I suggest you get a social media account on Blue Sky and use the hashtag RickyTBrush. That is my only avenue at the moment. There may be more in the future. That's the best I can do right now. Tune on Twitch when he properly debuted there. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, there is a subscriber. Gotcha, okay. There is no. Interesting. Okay. Oh, well, that's an option, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. Moving right along. Put a pin in that. Maybe there'll be a Hotel Calaveras Discord in the future. Maybe. If I can set one up safely. Alright? I won't make any promises, but maybe. It's also a good way... It might be a good way of connecting with more of the folks I know, because hanging out on other people's streams is also time consuming. So, I'll think about it. Pizza Tower practice speedruns. So we decided to start working on a cannoli ball run race between the Noise and Pepino. I think it still needs some kinks worked out in it, but that's what I was doing practices with. I've been trying to consume time too. Yeah. I got into Warhammer. Oh God in heaven, I got into Warhammer. I've been into Warhammer for some time. Ever since I played Warhammer 40k on my own time back in the day, I've been obsessed with it because it's heavy religion with like high piety and all that. And it's a good time because I grew up in a religious background, so it's a lot of like familiar stuff with a side of gore and bloodshed. You know what? That's pretty cool. Maybe. This was I'm what you call a casual fan. Yeah, we were working through Warhammer 40k Space Marine for a while, but that kind of fell off with some scuff that unfortunately got in the way. Brother. For the Emperor, brother! Yeah, I got a lot of unfinished Warhammer 40k stuff. And Warhammer Vermintide 2 is also on the docket eventually. Heretic. Call me a nerd, but I'm a Mechanicus. I'm a Mechanicus stand. I just love the idea of being devoted to a tech god. And just being overly glorified tech support priests. It's just something cool about the idea of a tech priest. I don't know what it is. So, Mechanicus was on the docket for a while. Monster Hunter World, I got to play for the first time on Twitch. Pizza Tower, more speedrunning practice as Pepino. And then... the orcs. The humans should fear us. The orcs are good too. I'm not gonna lie. I adore how the orcs work, but I gotta stay true to the faith. Underworld 101. We have not had another Ricky lore building stream in a long time. I aim to finish that in 2025. Monhun has yet to return. I have promised Michael so many times Monhun will return. It never has. It's just hard to find time to play, you know? I do want to make it like my offline grindy game at some point, but there's been so many other good stuff. You have questions about the lore? We'll hold them until I get to a lore stream. Mega Buffer, awesome. That was a huge drop. I apologize. Okay. Moving through. We're running short on time, and I'd want to get to sleep at a decent time tonight. Them's Fighting Herds. That was a fun time where I got grappled again and again and again and again and again and again and again by Texas. Space Hulk Deathwing. Great game. Maybe I'll check it out. I don't think I have the money for it, though. Pizza Tower, the Cannoli Ball Run, featuring Glitched Phantom, and of course, we all know how that one turned out. Phantom here is the proud owner of a one and only unique Cannoli Ball Run trophy. It's a wonderful gift that I made for that event specifically. And only Phantom, I will say, not an NFT or anything, but only Phantom has the GIF. I deleted the GIF off of my system, and it's only available if I export it again. So Phantom, you have the one and only sparkling Cannoli Ball Run trophy. And maybe I'll try to take it from you someday. Not at the moment. No super chats, no stream elements just yet. That's what we're working towards for the 500 subscriber goal and 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, making money on YouTube is not easy. So anyway, it was an awesome event. It's still on the channel if you want to check it out. And it's definitely best watched when it's dual screen. Do it again, but switch characters. Now that's an idea. And then I also have to modify the rules so that we mulligan one of the like unfair noise heavy levels, but that's gonna be when I have the time. Oh, look at that. What could that be? Who is that dapper skeleton behind the shadow? It's my 1.0 model. So more 100 World Co-op. This is where I quote-unquote faked my death. Reconstituted. Got measured for a suit. And you almost let it slip that I was doing this for you. I appreciate it, Prickly Pancake. Just don't feel obligated to, okay? I have a lot of backlog of I have a huge backlog of games that friends have bought for me so I could try it out. Dead Rising is one of them. Another one is Phoenix Wright. Another one is Monster Hunter. Another one is Street Fighter 6. I owe a lot to other people, and I am so I hate to use the term because it's such a Facebook mom thing to say, blessed to have wonderful friends who are willing to show me games that they'd like to see me play. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Street Fighter was a gift of friendship. That doesn't mean I don't want to play it with you, man. Come on! 1v1 me, scrub! No, I enjoy having you as my FGC buddy. Thank you, Frankie. Yay. That's one more reason. So, were these the third or fifth set of bones? So, if you count all the Cupo Joe models, I think there were 4. So, Deadbeat would be 5th. Ricky T. Bones PNG 1.0 will be 6th. Now I'm on 7th generation. God, I'm old. Oh, and by the way, I got my YouTube Wrapped thingy in the Gmail, and have you any other plans other than streaming? Yes, actually. I am a musician. One day I'd like to be a voice actor. And maybe I'll be more of a pixel artist down the road. Who can say? Maybe a proper artist, depending on how badly Tony wants to teach me. So I'm a multi-talented individual. I also play guitar. I play bass. I produce my own music, like you heard in the beginning. That was produced and mixed by me. So I'm a multi-talented individual, and I'm also singing on Saturday. I want to show you many things. Come to the witch's tower. There you will learn the black magic. That is artistry. I might have been watching a couple of old toy commercials recently. Those voices, man. I can only imagine how bad the commercial voice actor's throw must have been afterwards. So, Ricky T. Bones 2.0 is revealed, and I'm kidding. This model was as best as we could do it back in the day. I hope I can see you game big following along the road. Me too, man. Me too. I hope someday I get my big break. That sentence alone makes me nervous. Moving right along. Kind of like the old one. It's got its charm, sure. But I like this one more because it's, I don't know, I guess more mature, more filled out. The old me... Yeah, the old me had a smaller skull for some reason, a smaller body, and a gigantic spinal column. But it was a good model. It had 3 expressions, and you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world because it was the very first. I do not advertise that. Do not advertise that criminal content on a detective stream. I am an officer of the law on TV. I have a reputation, you know. Better posture? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. And trust me, this isn't even my final form. You've yet to see the full power of this skeletal battle station. Eventually. Hopefully. I meant to say, pay your taxes like a dutiful citizen. Yes, that's right, my good Sir Bagman. You should definitely pay your taxes and not avoid the sight of the government. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Take a sip, everybody. We've been sitting around for a while. And no matter what version I am, I'm still my own bone man. And that's what's important. You helped me out a lot. So thank you, Tony, no matter what form I'm in. Yeah. Reputation of having a very safe hotel, criminal history with criminal friends, and might be on the Council of Death's bad side at this point. Yeah, my rap sheet ain't looking so good, is it? Anyway. So yes, Ricky T. Bones debuts as Ricky T. Bones, Detective Extraordinaire, Lieutenant, and Proprietor of Hotel Calaveras. Wonderful, wonderful mountain of bullshit lore I've got there, but you know what? I'm proud of it. If you don't support heresy, and we'll have a public execution. Phantom Friggin' I love death, destruction, and arson. Yes. In a way, I'm here to monitor you and babysit you and whatnot. Yeah, I know, right? It's a massive difference. Yeah, no, everybody... The big myth is that everybody who's up there in the clouds knows what they're doing. The fact of the matter is, everybody has room to grow no matter who they are. You're always learning something new every day. Even if you're at the very tippy top of your field, there is always a higher ceiling. And you can peak, sure, but there's always something to learn. All right, we're not even halfway through this. Let's keep going, keep going. All right. BioShock Remastered starts. My God, that was a trip. A laggy one at that, and I wish I had fixed the lag before I got into part 5. You look like someone who got a pocket knife too soon as a kid and always had a deck of cards and a frog. Shit, how'd you know about the Swiss Army knife and the deck of cards? I didn't have a frog, though. BioShock, good times indeed. That game was a treat. I still have yet to get to BioShock 2, and I will. We had a finalist stream, and an encore stream to finish that game. Yep, I had a poor judgment of how long that game was actually going to be, but it was a good time nonetheless. Super Star Wars, oh, that was a death fest. That was a good time. And Dragon Ball FighterZ story mode didn't happen, if I recall correctly. Have I played any of the Wolfenstein games? I have played, actually, only one of the Wolfenstein games, and it was Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I tried to get through it a long while back, but then I realized it was a boomer shooter, and I am really bad at boomer shooters. My health management was just not good enough to get through that game, so I only got halfway through, I think. The newer Wolfenstein games, I do own Wolfenstein: The New Order, and I'm very afraid to play it because that's very controversial content, and I'm not sure I do insightful stuff like that. The Old Blood does look good, though. The Old Blood does look good. I have missed it on sale several times, but yeah, I need to look into the content of it before I decide whether or not it's okay for me to have a conversation starter as a game. Moving right along. Super Star Wars was a death fest and a good time. Hey! Well, this one I actually have a relevant image for. So, if you don't know what Idle Showdown is, Idle Showdown 30 to 5, I know, yeah. Console games go on sale quite often. So Idle Showdown is a free-to-play fighting game based on the Hololive franchise. And it's been on the channel a couple of times. And Killing Floor for $1, that I can believe. Killing Floor has been around for a long time. And we had a lovely incident happen in regards to this particular stream. Yes, I'm gonna bring up that photo right now. Hold on. If I can find it very quickly. It is under that. Under that. So, yeah, there it is. So this... I played the Pecora update back when I was a deadbeat. And that was one of my first collabs with Frankie. And Master Jonold, one of the composers for Idle Showdown, showed up with the official account. 6 months later, during the ENA release, I'll just zoom in here really quick so you can see the chat. Yeah, Devon chat right there. Both times. And he recognized me as the deadbeat who was playing Idle Showdown. I still follow Master Jonold. Fantastic chiptune producer, by the way. No, it's everybody. Ricky streams on Wi-Fi, so it's very bumpy. Yeah, so Bestel Game Team knows I exist, somewhat, and Master Donald knows I main Ayame. Yeah, forgive the scuff. It's just a bad night for streaming, apparently. Or a bad night for Gehenna Internet, take your pick. So, yeah. So this week was another Warhammer 40k Mechanicus stream. We ended that series because everybody was getting bored in chat and going off on weird tangents about camping. Same with Monhan, and that's on choice of content, not on y'all. Don't feel bad about, you know, getting bored. Let's see here. Idle Showdown, the Ina update where Master Donald bumped into me yet again. Coffee Talk Part 2 didn't happen because I got jumped. I don't remember what I replaced it with, though. Mother's Day. Bioshock Remastered Part 2. Buckshot Roulette, and checking out Anton Blasting and getting another P rank. That was surprising. Oh, this was my first stream of Buckshot Roulette. So, do you like Warhammer game like dice rolling? I have not played Warhammer proper yet, actually. One, I'm not rich enough to do it, and two, I don't really go to shops just as much as I used to. I know it's fun. It's also a rules lawyer kind of game, so I need to brush up on that. But I do know it's a good time. And I have played tabletop RPGs in the past before. D&D was one thing I used to play all the time when I had a group. I've been a DM a couple of times. I've played Star Wars Outer Rim. That was a cool RPG I played with some friends long time ago. And I do occasionally indulge in a board game every now and again. But it's hard to find time and a place to play TTRPGs these days. Risk and Axis and Allies for a long time, so it comes easy to you. Nice. Okay. Okay, we got an individual culture here. Anton Blast. I still want to play it. I might be able to play it after Christmas, depending on whether or not I get a Steam gift card as a gift. Competitive Candyland stream when? Name the time and day, Bagman. I'm willing to do you whenever. Anytime. Anywhere. I don't have good memories of Candyland. I'm never touching that game. Wait, what the hell? Alright. Maybe that's a stream down the line then. I'll see if it's available. Well, shit. Monopoly's not gonna happen, so I guess we're gonna have to do Candyland. Oh, so you're gonna do... Tony! Tony, look at your words out of context before you hit that enter key. Board game streams would go crazy. I couldn't do hand cam streams, but... Yes, that is an AO moment. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't do hand cam streams at the moment, but what is it? Tabletop Simulator? I wouldn't be opposed to that, because I do own that game. Morgue Monopoly will never happen, because Phantom hates that game with a passion. Understandably so. I would totally be down for Monopoly because I hate myself. And I feel like playing that game every now and again. We're talking about board games on a tangent. We're still trying to get through these slides. Okay. We'll see what the cards hold in store for Ricky T in 2025, y'all. But good to know I've got some fellow nerds alongside me. And by the way, yeah, this is probably going to be a 3-hour stream, not going to lie. Hope you're good to stay up late, folks. Sorry. We got a lot of Ricky to get through. So, I will make this the nerdiest year of Ricky possible. I will play mystery games. I will play card games. I will play whatever the hell I feel like, because now, as I've established and outed myself as the hardcore nerd I am, I will totally try more stuff that's down my alley instead of what I think might be fun for everybody. Nerd shit, hell yeah. I'll play it, I'll just be angry at some points, probably. Phantom goes to jail for the 15th time that game. Alright. So, this was Buckshot Roulette, my first experience. Oh, yes, okay, fine. I guess I'm doing a quick plug. I feel like I should have, like, advertisement music, right? Hang on. Do I have anything on tap, like, right now? Let me double check. Let me do this one tangent, and then we won't mention the merch site ever again this year. I feel like I have something. I feel like I could use something in particular. Where is it? That's not it. Is it Makoto? No, that's Mag in Time. I do. Yeah, that's just my voice at, what is it? 11 p.m. Oh, not me. Hey, Tony is just shilling their art, all right? Fantastic art, which is on a t-shirt, on a mug, and on stickers that you can buy right now at Hotel Calaveras. Okay. Yeah, my DJ skills need some work. The mugs do look good. I want one. I want one so bad. I just need the money to order a sample. Potentially black and white commercial music would be cool sometime. Yeah, that does sound like a good idea. I'll have that on tap as a joke, but what, have you bought me one? You would need to figure out how to send it to me, Tony, and that means I would have to hand over my address to somebody I trust very much. Do you want that responsibility of knowing where Ricky is located? That will be a conversation for DMs, actually. Never mind. New Bones debut intro. Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, it costs more the more designs we put on there, so you would have to pay, like, extra. Like, a lot extra just to have a hoodie. I think it would go up to $70 if we tried to slap on a logo another place. I wanted to make it as cheap as possible. Yeah, so the more designs we have on a piece of merch through Fourth Wall, the more expensive it gets to print, unfortunately. But I know, I wanted to put a Hotel Calaveras logo somewhere. I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll, like, there is one extra hoodie design we didn't use because I don't like the material, but it could be a nice bargain option. I don't know. Moving right along. We are now almost halfway through. Ooh, the flower. That wouldn't be a bad idea, like a Ricky-inspired motif. Just a subtle nod on a t-shirt design. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Patches are also something we were thinking about, but didn't have the time to flesh out in time. Maybe next year. There is patches available through Fourth Wall, and I did have one concepted of one of the VIP cards, but it's not fleshed out just yet. This was an interesting time in our lives. Days with Ollie, the unfinished English translation, kept us from understanding Ollie's hard work and effort. I'm sure it's fine if you speak what is it? Malaysian? Right? Yeah. But unfortunately, the English translation never got finished and has yet to get an update, so... Just want to be a walking billboard for my favorite streamer. Don't worry. The merch store is there, and that is totally good enough. I think having a skeleton, especially a distinguished skeleton like myself on a t-shirt, is more than enough. You can, if somebody asks, man, who's that Skeletor-looking motherfucker on your shirt? You can tell them it was good old Detective Ricky T. Bones. Nice conversation starter. And if they ask you why you're wearing a skeleton on your shirt, well, same answer. Yeah, we'll work more once peak season clears up. Exactly, yes. 2025 will be the year of the Ricky content machine. I have plans, but I just need the time to flesh them out. So, Monster Hunter World would end this week, if I recall correctly. If it gets translated, will we finish it? Yes. Hard yes. If it ever got translated, if it ever got a fan patch, I would totally revisit this. I have a skeleton on my shirt because I pulled it out of my closet. Touche. All right. Moving right along from that, chilling. Days with Ollie, Monster Hunter World would end this week. WrestleTuber! Oh, hell yes! WrestleTuber was this month. That was a good time. Oh my god. For those who don't know, Doki Bird came back to the indie scene, restarted her life, and then put together one of the biggest and North American VTuber events ever, known as WrestleTuber. And I got to watch it alongside, I got to watch day one alongside Phantom and Frankie. And it was so good. So good. The best. Ice cream is so delicious, yes. Especially on hot winter nights for some reason. Like a VTuber model tracking one. So cool to see with Ricky, but pricey. We can all dream. We've been working on a VTuber model, on a live TBD model for a while, and the rigging artist is working day and night to get that shit done. So, it's an eventuality. It's an eventuality. Look forward to it. Yeah, I mean it. I have teased this thing for so long, and it's only been not done because the rigging artist had to deal with some life issues. And the rigger is anonymous at this time, yes. But I can't give a timetable as to when it will be done. Just know that it is being worked on, it is being rigged, and every preview I see makes me even more and more excited to be animated once again. It will be less feature-rich than, you know, this whole shebang, but it will be moving. It will be tracking my face, and in the interim, I do have a moving model created using Vroid Studio, which is a free program that a lot of people use, that I use specifically for karaoke nights, and that's it. It's Zombie Bones. You can see him in the thumbnail for the next stream. So yeah. I literally only know what it looks like. Yeah. Tony did do the art for this live 2D model that's coming up, but hasn't seen it move just yet. I've been dropping inklings and details about it. Yeah, I don't want to rush him. Yeah. He's a zombie only when I need to be. Should have the past models framed in the background like a memory. That's not a bad idea, but unfortunately, the backgrounds I use right now are not mine. They are pre-made. Tony has offered to do backgrounds for me, but good grief. Only when he visits topside, yeah. Which does remind me, I do need to brush up the broken skull bar a little bit. All right, much better. Yes, I am drinking water. My voice is just shot. All right. I've been speaking for almost 3 hours now. Broken Spirits, thank you. Yes. Broken Skulls is a podcast by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hey, Prickly Pancake, if you need to go to school tomorrow, because you just mentioned finals, you are free to take it easy. Either put me on in the background or call it a night, my friend, because I highly suggest you get your money's worth out of education. All right. You're the boss. I have no more water, Tony. I'll get some in a bit. All right. Where was I? Callie's back. X say so. Calliope was on break. Interesting. Oh, for God's sake. Don't make me end this stream, both of you. Well, you got your homework done, so you're good. Going homeschool. Hey. Speaking as somebody who went homeschool, if you are currently attending an educational system and you've actually got something good going for yourself, keep at it. Because, like it or not, being homeschooled kind of gets you shafted in terms of networking, in terms of having something to prove to your boss, and having a little document that says, I'm smart, on it. If a GED is all you can do, that's perfectly fine. But if you got something going, like if school is working for you, stay the course, fight on, and if you're failing 3 classes, take a look at those classes, see what's making them not so great, and do your best. But don't make homeschooling like you're out. Homeschooling is only good when you have somebody who's willing to teach you, like my parents did, and you have a lot of educational resources, and believe in yourself, yes. So making them not great, I see. Well, the only advice I can offer you, and it's the last advice I'll give, don't worry, and then we'll get back on track. If you're having trouble with a certain subject, it may be how you were taught. Every human being thinks, works, and acts differently. When one method works for somebody, it can work not so great for another, and perfectly fine for another. Look at those subjects and figure out your own method for solving them. Don't just go with the status quo, and don't just go with what your teachers. Yeah, a tutor, you can also look at it yourself, figure out exactly your own shortcuts. Like for me, math sucks for me. But I've simplified it by memorizing 3 times tables. Times 10 and times 5, and of course, the reverse times table. When you have 4 times 8, you reverse it. It's now 8 times 4, much simpler. When you have 8 times 16, you say, okay, well immediately that's 80, and that's 80, that is 120, because 8 times 5 is 40, and then it is 8 times 5, 8 times 1. So, 80, 120, 128, you have your answer. See? Everybody's got their own way of doing things. You just need to figure out what yours is. And that is Ricky's educational tip for the day. Thank you very much for coming. I'll take your $5 now. Can't log in for the life of you. Well, best of luck then. If things don't go your way, if homeschooling turns out to be what you need, I can't argue against it, because I'm a product of homeschooling. Quite welcome. Being smart is hard, I know. Being book smart is even harder. And staying motivated is the bane of everyone's existence, so good luck. Moving right along. BioShock 3, Part 3 comes around. Mutant Football League Shotgun Gauntlet High Stakes Edition. That is the finale of the Ricky and Gnarl Glowtooth saga. God, good memories. I actually, okay, so I'll get to that when I get to that. And it was to promote, without being sponsored, it was to promote Mutant Football League 2 entering early access. It's still in early access, it's still a badass game, they just added robots recently, and now you can have your own custom teams. So if there was any reason to get into Mutant Football League, this would probably be the greatest time to get a good preview. Yeah, those were good streams too, when the audience got in there and just started chucking stuff at the at the announcer's booth. Y'all were great for riffing on, I'm gonna say. Did I just work for you and drop out? Nope. I couldn't afford you. On account of that, I don't have any funds. Sorry. No, Glowtooth. What a great character. GNARL. Like a gnarled tooth. Yeah, I've yet to pay Tony. I pretty much pay Tony at this point in like listening buddy time and life advice. That's pretty much all I pay Tony in right now. Soon, when I have a job, I will pay Tony properly. Alright, and the Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer that went nowhere. That wasn't fun. Hey, there it is. Payday 2 featuring the morgue. You're gonna pay me in lore. Yes. I also owe you a Phoenix Wright playthrough. Forgive me? I accept payments in the form of friendship. Yeah, this was a good stream. Tony jumped in on this one. There's a lot of stuff I still need to add you to, Tony. Especially recently with the recent more collabs. Happy birthday, Mama Bones. Lovely dear Mama Bones. Writing more Ricky lore. There was 102. We fleshed out the world of Gehenna, how the hotel worked, etc. I pulled together the more collab. Removed the friendly fire. Moved on to the next week. Nightmare Cart. Tony's like an honorary member of the morgue made at this point. Not dead, but still joins in. Kinda, yeah. Like I said, Tony is the honorary +1 for Ricky, and or the end Knuckles part of our morgue collab. Keep at it, Prickly Pancake. You'll make it. And if you can't, GEDs are totally legitimate. And I have gotten hired 3 times now, with one as my resume kicker. So don't worry. It's just going to be harder to get more professional jobs. One day Tony will let me know ahead of time so I can draw her in the thumbnail, not join an hour before. Yeah. Yeah, it's the work life. So, XFL. Oh, the XFL, that's right. Yes, this was my love. This is my addiction to the UFL, the spring version of the Football League. Awesome. And I'm looking forward to this season too. The Brahmas friggin' dominated their division. Yeah, that's also a legitimate idea. Being an artist. It's rough. It's tough. And Etsy, you have to ship your own stuff. But it's a side gig ain't a problem. Alrighty then. BioShock Part 4. Day with Ollie Part 2. We had to end that one. And then Nightmare Cart. That was a fever dream of a stream. I was trying to just roll around the rink normally, and then y'all were just coming up with the weirdest shit. I don't know why that particular stream was very cursed, but it was a good time. Ah, yes, the one time I got to be nerdy. I will say this. Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, I want to get back to it. I want to continue the next case, finally. And I am so not proud. Okay. This is why I tell you, this is where I unleash my nerd. I did the whole Sherlock thing where I could see everything in front of me and the case unfold. I literally walked through the murder incorrectly, but still, I walked through it. And what was it? I walked through the scenario and described it incorrectly, but I got 80% of it right. And there was no cutscene to describe exactly what happened. I did it. I'm still proud of that. I'm still so proud of that nerdiest moment of my life. Do what you gotta. That's all I can say, Prickly Pancake. Let's see. Yeah, I will, Tony. Don't worry. That is on the hit list for 2025. Alrighty. So, Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, we did a one stream for one case. That was a good time. Street Fighter 3, I got to learn how to play Akuma. Such a good character. I wish I had remembered how to play him last time I played. I'll keep that in mind, Tony. Good to know. And then Super Metroid. That is where the series ended. Yes! Ultra Street Fighter 4. I'm sad. I'm sad it took this long. Instead of Ricky T. Bones, it was Ricky Freak Bones. If you want that kind of content, just pay a visit to Frankie Bagman. That is where you'll find your freak. Alongside, and if you want somebody who's more higher subscriber counts, Mint Phantom is somebody you should definitely check out. She is the freak. The freaky ghost. He's a resident curse streamer, yes. Him and Phantom. Wonderful individuals. Wouldn't trade them for the world. So this week was BioShock Part 5. God, it was getting so long. It's our cursed queen. Oh, yes. Hot to full boyfriend. This would be our first stream, wouldn't it be, Tom? This would be a collab stream, wouldn't it? So for this one, this was Sakuya. Not Sakuya, Shirogane la Bere. Darn it, what was it? Was it Sakuya? It was Sakuya, yeah. Before we were traumatized. I still see his avian face every time I hear the Nutcracker. I heard it recently. I was like, elsewhere. So yeah. This was the French Birds route alongside the delivery bird. That was a good time. Dance with the Circle of Clown Fairies. Yes, thank you. And then Ultra Street Fighter 4. This was suggested not only by Frankie Bagman, but also by Yu Katanashi, whom I have not dropped into a stream in a long time for. You and Frankie convinced me both to play this game that had been rotting in my Steam library, and I'm sad. I'm sad I didn't get to play it. Yeah. The arm wrestling scene. Everybody has trouble with that because the mechanics make no sense when you first read them. But eventually I got the hang of it, and that was a good time. Gonna go for the doctor first time, but I'm glad it didn't let me. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. This would have been a horrible summer event. Yeah, the arm wrestling was a lot to take in. Excuse me. Ah, this is not a fun time. You did. And we did not listen to you because we wanted to be spooked. We didn't know what we were in for, unfortunately. Alright. We're officially halfway through. Nice. Okay, we need to wrap this up. So we're going to speed run this. So, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That was okay-ish for a stream. I think I learned that you cannot zoom in, and if you want to, you have to up the bitrate. That was a fuzzy stream. It was a good time, though. Anyway, the major case was that a certain somebody had to leave town. Certain two somebodies had to leave town, which meant that I had to take care of Hotel Calaveras by my lonesome. And, yeah. That took a lot out of me. And then some other stuff happened during this time. Not good stuff. And then finally, said individuals returned, and I was able to go back to streaming. Not. I was still burnt out. So, Vegas Stakes didn't happen. Balatro did. And then we went into even more pain. BioShock Remastered Part 6, finally. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We did not do that. What did we do? NX3 started. Old School Rally. We need to go back to this sometime soon because that tofu wagon is still on the hit list and it got another update. Okay. Renovating the music room. Ah, yes. I remember why. So I had to take another bit of time off to recover, to deal with some IRL stuff. BioShock finally got done, I think. And then Old School Rally. That was a good time. Old School Rally was a treat. I don't remember when I got it. I think I got it on a small introductory sale. And there's the first Vroid model I attempted to make, along with the unarchived karaoke. I thought it was going to be unarchived. I made a big deal that it was going to be unarchived, and I was completely wrong. Yeah, it's still archived. It's still on the channel. It's the first one with the Vroid model. It's not the best, but I tried. American Truck Simulator. That was a good stream. That was a chill stream. We got to reminisce quite a bit. Unarchived karaoke. Introduced the music room, which we saw at the very beginning of the stream. Mega Man X3 continued. It's a bane in my existence. Ultimate Marvel! Marvel, baby! Too many jackknives, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to drive a big rig. It's official. I tried to do Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment Case 2. Did not happen. Marvel did, of course. And that was probably my biggest bonding moment with Senecal and Frankie. Zombies Ate My Neighbors was a nice way to chill that week. And here we go! The rose overlays begin. And sadly, we lose the interesting images. Yes. This was technically... Was this the new design? I don't think so. Wait a minute. What the hell? I guess this was the new design, yeah. Okay. It really rose to the occasion. Tis, good Sir Bagman. Yeah, this must have been the new design because I remember the big rebrand, like the reshuffle of all the overlays stuff. No, new design until after Hotful with the dock. Oh, okay, yeah. So I wanted to do a full detective. Oh, now I remember. Yes, so I did a full rebrand of all my overlays stuff, and I bought this stuff off of Etsy. So I did all that because I wanted to shift into the detective feeling. Go away from all that. Because working on Kawa was getting to be a pain, and I wanted a new overlay. And so this all happened. I tried to do a full detective, and this was going to be my birthday week. That's right. So this is... Yeah, this was going to be my birthday week, but then Cake stole me away to work on his horror movie. And so... Wait a minute. Wait, who's the newest viewer? That would be you, Prickly Pancake. That would be you. That would be you or one of Phantom Magalore or you. No, you, because you've... Okay, no, wait, no. Magalore has you beat because Phantom introduced Magalore to me. So you're second newest. But you're definitely a greenhorn around these parts. Mags' Flask? Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, okay, that makes you the newest one. Yeah, you're the newest blood around here. Alright, so... Yeah, the 1 year Rickyversary stream. Oh, Marvel must have been pushed back then. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan and Mimices, if you see them, they're the oldest members of this channel. They're the oldest viewers. They've been around... Mimsy has been around since... Like, I first started as Couple Joe. And so did Ryan. Dank has been around since the Deadbeat years. Introduced to me by Glitched Phantom. Everybody has their own tale, though they could probably tell you if they wanted to. I'm not calling you old. I'm calling you loyal. So Marvel must have been pushed back. The 1 year Rickyversary stream went off without a hitch. Okay, Old School Rally again. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This time we did Ghoul Patrol, if I recall correctly. Yeah, Glitch Phantom, I have you to thank for a lot of wonderful people to be around. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have met Tony, I wouldn't have met Dank, I wouldn't have met half of the people you see before you. So, you know, you're a big piece of this puzzle, my dude. Yeah, it's important to have a bit of variety to, you know, pique everybody's interest. So I'm glad I got you hooked. All right. Warhammer 40k Space Marine started up. BioShock Remastered continued. I think that was the finale. Mega Man X3. There we go. Now I'm actually keeping track of the date. King of Fighters! Oh my god, this was a silly stream. Okay. Y'all need to stop being so generous. Oi. Oi. I see you's being self-depreciating there. Get loved, nerd. You're a wonderful person to have around in chat. Even if I do rag on you for being a little too bony. You're a cool individual. And you're appreciated everywhere you go. And I know for a fact that I've had a positive impact on you. And that, my friend, is what makes me happy, the most happiest, is that I have a positive impact on people. And that people remember me because of that. That's what the legacy I want to leave behind, is that I help people get through what they need to get through. Maybe offer some advice every now and again. Get love, Tony. You are appreciated every second this pixelated skeleton appears on screen. Get appreciated. Anyway, moving on. You're appreciated, Frankie, because you're cool. And because you've literally bought me King of Fighters 2 Ultimate Match out of friggin' nowhere. The second you saw it was on the docket, you were just like, hey, cool, nerd, get upgraded. And then you and Cynical double, like, thrashed me around as I learned the game from scratch. It's a fun game. I want to play it again sometime. No, you're breathtaking. Oh, that's nice to hear. That's something I hope to hear as I continue forth. Appreciate it. Moving on as my voice continues to give out on me. Buckshot Roulette 1 Million Challenge. I believe this is where Prickly Pancake jumped on the boat. The Left 4 Dead 2 Versus collab. Organized by Glitched Phantom, somehow wrangling 8 people. 10, technically. Fantastic work, Phantom. I'm happy to have been a part of it. It's a shame my POV got a little screwed up every now and again. But it was a good time. It was a hell of a good time. Let's see, more Warhammer, more Mega Man X3, the Dead by Day collab. That would never happened because of schedules and circumstances, including Amelia Watson announcing her graduation. That sucked. That's an interesting way to describe somebody. It's a very old abuela thing to say, actually. Sound like you smell like cranberries. Wow. That's a new one. I always go back to watch your POV when we all kept attacking Michael only. Makes me laugh every time. Oh, that man will never catch a break. That man will never catch a break, even when he's not here. You kind of look like how a Slim Jim smells. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take that. Slim Jims are pretty cool. Not gonna lie. It's my go-to on the road, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Road trip snack. I'll take that as a compliment. And a comparison to Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. I'm sure my mic just chewed that one up. Anyway, Carving Digital Pumpkins CSP. Hey, we're getting close to Halloween. And the shit show that was Spooktober. Oh yeah. God, my throat is not going to survive tonight. Second karaoke on Twitch. Goodbye, Detective Watson, and thank you. So far, that story is turning out bright. There might be some lurkers, Prickly Pancake. Don't worry about it. Some people might drop in, drop out, and they're more than welcome to stay. They don't have to be chatters. So Spooktober began. Spooky Chat did not work out right, if I recall correctly. Dead Rising. Thanks, Frankie. Thanks. That's gonna be on the VOD from now on in blue text from my mod. You're a legend, Frankie. Never change. Spooky Chat, Dead Rising, Blood Orange. We were going through a lot. Dead Rising, of course, is brought to you in part by... No, brought to you by Grinning Demon, who is currently on hiatus due to IRL stuff, I'm sure. Aspiring lyricist and musician, as well as an excellent individual. Grinning Demon only streams on Twitch, but I am... Dang, what the... Ugh. What dark pits of the internet have you been to recently? Good lord. Anyway, Dead Rising brought to you by Grinning Demon. Friend of the channel. Someone who I'm hopefully going to collab with for Dead Rising 2. And moving right along. I'm looking forward to that. Skeletak never got done. Skeletak is still in my Steam. I have played it once. It has not been on stream yet, and it will be someday. Dead Rising Part 2. Dead by Daylight collab. Still didn't survive. Hey, there's one collab that made it. Team Fortress 2 with Vapor Skull. I'll mention exactly who I got to meet this year. And I just want to give some appreciations as soon as we finish up this timeline. I should have been going full speed mode before, so we weren't going all the way like this. Oh god, there it is. Alright, from the top to the bottom. Started up the Mummy Demastered. Team Fortress 2 with Vapor Skull. Hold on. Yes, the fucking jar. Team Fortress 2 with Vapor Skull was a chill stream. It's been a long time since I just gaffed about with somebody I've never met, and yet somehow had a lot in common with, especially being another skeleton. Vapor Skull is an excellent individual who streams on both Twitch and YouTube. So, if you want a chill dude to watch, who enjoys Vaporwave, the aesthetic, the music, and the chill vibes, that is somebody you should definitely check out. Please, no. Yeah, have a good night, Mims. See you on Saturday, yes. It's the beginning of the week, sort of, so if y'all need to get out of here, I understand. The VOD will still be here by the time you wake up. Whether or not my voice will be is another question. Good night, Mims. And of course, the Hotsuful boyfriend shoe route. We don't need to go into that. Moving on. If you say so, man. But if you're falling asleep in your chair, or if Peso needs some love, go do the dog. The shoe route was something else. Let's just leave it at that. If you want to check it out, it's on the archive channel. Viewer discretion is advised, and I highly suggest you don't eat a burger while you're, or I should say chicken, while you're watching it. Oh, Mummy Demaster didn't work the first time. Okay. So the second time we did it. Dead Rising Classic Part 4. I was doing it weekly to try and get it done, and then I found out, oh, this is never getting done in time. So I just ended the spooky month with some spooky stories. I got to read a lot, but this was when I was starting to feel the pains of Twitch's mandatory 3-minute ads. And it just did not feel good. So, when I brushed up this PNG you see here before you today, or I had Tony brush it up, I announced that I would be heading back to the Red app. And of course, next to fall soon. Yeah, if you need to go get going, we've been going a long time, and I know my voice has a certain effect on some people. It's a tad warm, so if you feel sleepy, good. You should answer the call and head on over to Sleepy Time Junction. Yes, and you absolutely freaking floored me with this result. It's impressive, it's magnificent, and thank goodness we did it before we gave Ricky a summer outfit. Is there a reason you start so late? Yes. I live in a very crowded household that only quiets down around 9 p.m. That's when everybody starts going to sleep, stays in their rooms, and doesn't try to interrupt me as I'm streaming. It happens occasionally, but this is purely because I have a busy household, and I want it to be at the very end of my day, after I've been working on stuff. That's pretty much the reason why I started 9 p.m. CST. No problem. So yes, the PNG reveal was announced. I want to remind y'all, some of y'all were there for it, but essentially, when I did the spooky story reading stream, I ended it with Hotel Calaveras being destroyed. And me just existing in the void, waiting to be reconstituted. That was my bullshit way of getting into the PNG 2.0. Day in the life of streamer. I've thought about doing that actually. So PNG 2.0 model reveal, hell yes. Guilty Gear Strive, hell freaking yes. That was a fun stream where everybody who knew how to play Guilty Gear Strive just invaded and beat the shit out of your local skeleton. I was a victim at the hands of Angel, Senecal, Rady, Frankie. Yeah, that was a good stream. That was a good stream. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, we managed to make that a one-shot, thank goodness. That was a good time. That was a good time. And then the final stream on Twitch because... gosh darn it. Things just didn't work out at the end. To be honest, Angel has been waiting for the right opportunity to jump in and thrash around with me. I think I remember popping into a stream of Phantoms one time. It was the Leo Whitefang tutorial by Angel to Phantom. Yeah, he's always working, so the one time Angel gets to come on and show his stuff, he took the opportunity, and I appreciate it because it made for some wonderful entertainment and some serious fear. I had a lot to learn from Angel. It was a good time. Give in to the siren song. Listen to its wailing cry. Sleep. Dream. Rest for tomorrow's efforts. The goat of Guilty Gear Strive, yeah. That's the legend, yes. That's what I heard as well. And you know what? That's major kudos if that's how Angel thinks about fighting games. Alright. So the last stream on Twitch was Gunslinger Arcade Mode. That was to David. Of course. That was an okay stream. And now we're back on YouTube finally, with a return stream with KI Classic Character Roulette. He only thinks like that with David. What the hell was that on display when he played against me? Showing off? Oh shit, it was. Never mind, now I think about it. Yeah, that was showing off. Anyway. Good memories that. So now I'm on YouTube at this point. Buster Only versus Zero was a fantastic stream. It was very poetic. That was a good time. Warhammer 40k Space Marine didn't work out because of internet issues. I even tried to turn it into a Hearthstone stream. Eventually that will come about because I am only a couple wins away from actually unlocking the rest of the game. He said he didn't know how good he was. He's very good. He's very learned. He's very practiced with Leo Whitefang. I can definitely tell that much. Angel, if he's been in tournaments, he knows how to lock in. He's got good nerves. And he spent a lot of time with Leo Whitefang. I can definitely tell that much. Want a PS5 for Helldivers and Space Marine? Yeah, it's hard to run those games in particular on PC. Like, all the parts necessary to get a computer that can run those games is too much these days. Alright, so let's wrap this up very quickly. Warhammer 40k didn't happen. Mega Man X3 finale did, thank God. And it happened on time, too. I was surprised. I was very surprised. Not if I don't want a bomb squad in my house. Yeah, I feel you there. And I will say, so Frankie couldn't make it to the MFL Showdown for personal reasons. And I I initially thought, okay, well, maybe I should just do it by myself. But then I realized, you know, having personas to do MFL broadcasts is very important. Because there's nothing Ricky T. Bones can do to play around with the lore. I don't exist in that universe. So that was an interesting thing as to what I was thinking, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do this on my own. Dead Rising plus the announcement for the Hotel Calavera store. See, that's when you should have dropped the link. Tony. But hey, a shill's a shill, and I appreciate it nonetheless. Bam, on cue. Yes. That's when I announced it was going to be available. Thanksgiving comes and goes, and sadly, so does another announcement that we're currently dealing with right now. Jump King Endurance was supposed to be 3 hours of Jump King because it was my big moment where I had come full circle. I had become my own bones, and then it didn't happen because Fauna announced her graduation. That was a bummer. Even more than a bummer, that was a shock. Yeah. Another, you know, Ricky T, he's very sensitive about these things. So, next week turned into the hoodies are fire. Yeah, that design on the back, it's weirdly really cool. Like, being able to just flaunt that on the back of your hoodie as you're walking through the place. I do want to get a zip-up hoodie at some point, but I also want to get a t-shirt, but I also want to get I can't afford my own merch, guys. It's an enigma. It's a sad, sad truth. A long sleeve? Maybe. Maybe I can think of something more creative, because you can save your money for your own bills, Tony. That's what you can do to help me. Okay? Let me worry about my own financial situation. With all due respect, Tony, we haven't known each other for more than a year. And giving out your address to somebody you know fairly well is very much a trust fall. It's on me to decide whether or not I want to trust somebody with my home address and my real name. All right? It's a security issue. That's all I can say. Doesn't matter if it's not the kindness of the thought. It does. It does when you're a VTuber. Your identity is meant to be secret after all. And unfortunately, I'm still looking for a job, so I have to keep my professional record in mind. Moving right along. We're finally in December, this month. Oh my god, after 2 hours. Exactly, yes. And I always keep that in mind anytime I ever describe somewhere I've been, somewhere I've gone, somebody I met, etc., etc., etc. That's why I never learned to tell time. Haha. Yes, time never passes if you can't read the clock. We all remember the Ultra Street Fighter 4 Claw Redemption arc. Frankie, it's always a treat fighting you. It is never a treat fighting an AI grappler. The Mummy Demastered continued. The Morgue collab. Whoo, that Buckshot Roulette collab plus Tony was amazing. The Buckshot punchline is amazing. The Keith AI was scary. Yeah, I'm used to it. The AI for Spinal, if you set your controls to classic, like no easy combos, and make him hard. Shut up, Ricky. Set his AI difficulty to hard. God damn it. He will normal grab you out of the air if you charge at him as Cinder. Normal grab you. Frame advantage. Normal grab you. It's terrifying. I feel like I have a recorded instance of that somewhere. So yes, the Buckshot Roulette collab was amazing. Hollow Cure was a much needed gambling trip. Plus nerding out and doing math on stream. Last week, more Mummy Demastered. More Mummy Demastered. This time for real. Dead Rising. The Friday the 13th watch along, which Prickly Pancake sort of missed. He doesn't have lips. Can't exactly kiss. Yeah, we've discussed this. Hook didn't work out, so we played Batman Begins, and now we're here at last. We're talking about 2024. We've been through a lot of memories. You trying to tell us something here, Tony? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The implication for the record was, so you got a thing for Vega and skeletons then? Interesting. That suit does this to people, Ricky. Does things to people. Anyway, so yes. This is our final week of content. We end on the 21st, vacation 22nd. January 2nd is when I come back. Don't have a type? Nope. Yes, totally not Jack Skellington or Vega. Nope, not at all. Don't have a type. Nope. You're fun to tease, friend. Totally don't have proof in previous streams. Anyway, all that being said, we end our laggy PowerPoint presentation with the final calendar in this week. This has been boring as hell for some, I'm sure. Maybe interesting for others. Maybe a good catch-up for those who have just joined us, either as lurkers or as... Ookie bookie. Yeah, he is chill. He does seem like a good gentleman who probably would murder us, but still. It was a great reminiscing? Okay, good. Good. I tend to have a low opinion of my own boring ideas. So let's just head on back to the chatting room real quick, and I just want to talk about the cool people I've met along the way. And bam! There we go. Oh god. There's two overlays. Hold on. Just a quick talk about... I know. So, I think this year was also one of my best, for another reason. Just a real quick talk about the good people I've met. When I started this year, I was just me, maybe 3 viewers. That was all I was. I was a VTuber who went diving through bargain bins, free image sites, and just used what I could scrounge up. Then Ryan introduced me to Glitch Phantom. Then Frankie bumped in and said Unga Bunga in my Idol Showdown stream. So that's 2 friends. Slides look crunchy. Maybe. I met Frankie. That was last year. I met Phantom. That was last year. I got to meet Tony, who is now my model artist, through not trusting anybody. I found some amazing streamers out there. And defended the John Meta and Garfield cart, yeah. And I got some accolades. You know. Let me look through my accolades here real quick. I put out more music. I did a horror movie score. And the crazy people I got to meet, the amazing people, amazing creators I got to meet this year were, of course, the Skeletons from the Bone Pile, Aegon VT, Vapor Skull, Skelisund I knew way back when I first started looking around Twitch. Two mugs greedy. Because we need hot chocolate in this time of Christmas season. Who else have I met? The Orion twins. And that was through the big Mario Kart tournament I got to be a part of. Y'all remember that? I finished top 8. That was friggin' crazy. I can't believe I got that far on a handheld copy of Mario Kart 8. Something else, man. So through that, I met the Orion twins, or I kind of, actually, fun fact about them. Well, they're wonderful individuals. You should definitely check them out. I had actually discovered the Orion twins well before I got to know them in the Mario Kart tournament. But those two have been doing a lot of growing since they started their VTubing journey. Kind of like me, where I was like unsure of levels, unsure of microphone quality, using whatever I could find. And they've grown into quite the entertaining duo. Much like a certain other demon dogs I know. They're professional. They're fun. They're fun to watch. I was watching, oh my god, I was watching them play Donkey Kong Country today and having flashbacks back to when I racked up, what was that, 129 deaths in Donkey Kong Country on my own run. Ooh, hard drop. Okay. Anyway. So yes, we've met a lot of amazing people throughout this year. I think this was the year Ricky T got to be social. Got to meet so many amazing people. And of course, I'm now surrounded by friends who support me, who want to see me succeed, who have donated their hard-earned money, their time, their patience. And in return, I can only hope I've uplifted them as much as they've uplifted me. God damn it, right back at you, Frankie. I know you've been out of the game for some time. I know you've had it rough, but god damn it, Frankie, you deserve more. You deserve your own community of equally cursed individuals. You are a funny man. And I cannot imagine a better candidate for most chaotic VTuber of the year, 2025. The more you do, the better you become, Frankie. And Tony, maybe eventually you'll start your journey. I'll be able to help out with you then. Phantom and I we're man, I can't even compare myself to Phantom. You have an amazing aura of just freedom, you know? You're loose. You get to be whatever you want to be. You do whatever you want to do. And people enjoy that little bit of chaos, a little bit of randomness that you bring. You exude a chill aura of just, let's hang out and play games. I respect you for that. I could never be that. I'm too set in my old ways. And, of course, to anybody who's tuned in for the first time or recently or since, hell, I was Cupo Joe. Thank you for an awesome 2024. It's, I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough. It's been rough being unemployed for a full year. But we didn't used to do Christmas cards. Yeah, but one, my wrist started hurting last time I did them, and two, I've got nobody to send them to, really. They're all right here. Anybody who I've wanted to reach, I can just go to Discord and say, hi, how's it going? I hate this buffering too, sorry. So, there's not really much point. I've got people who I wanted to reach out to at my right and left side, so. Thank you is enough, Phantom. It's more than enough for me. So. And to all those who I've interacted with but don't have time to continually do so on a day-to-day basis, you know. The streamers I've interacted with once or twice. The people who I just like on Blue Sky and hope they remember me. You know, like Vapor Skull, Fungus, Aegon, Skeleton, anybody who I've interacted with. You're still on my thoughts, y'all. Even if I can't show up to every one of your streams, and anybody who I didn't mention, you know, I'm still big fans of y'all. And I hope I get to properly sit down with you for one-on-one collabs. Again, or for the first time, or whatever have you. All that sappy shit aside, we've got one more stream, and it's a karaoke stream, so I will be full-on professional. I will be singing my heart out, hopefully not sounding like this. And I just want to say thank you for sticking with me, no matter where I was, what I was doing, how I was feeling. They all make me spending hours at nights talking into a microphone as a skeleton worth every second. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for waiting if you've been waiting for music. And to all my friends who have put their trust in me, I don't know why you do, but I appreciate that trust. And it goes both ways, yeah. So through this laggy connection from Gehenna to the top side, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a good karaoke to finish off this hell of a year. So as always, take care of yourself. You're no good to anybody dead. And as always, memento vivere, remember to live, and memento mori, remember you must die. So enjoy every second of your life as best as you can, and enjoy writing your life story. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you for my nervous breakdown that is a karaoke stream on Saturday. Trust me, I've been practicing a lot, and I might have one surprise for you. Good night, everybody.